I'm here with Justine Donnelly, who is the 10th grade biology teacher and has been for a number of years. And I gotta tell you, it's a special privilege for me today. Number one, because I know Justine and I know she's super nervous about this. So you're gonna hear some great things today. So let me tell you why I want Justine to be able to speak into this whole growth and collaboration thing. Because Justine has the privilege and huge responsibility of taking our 10th graders and giving them as much biology as possible so that they can pass the biology keystone exam. And folks, she's got some pretty awesome results. She flat out has been a blue and won the True Blue Trojan Teacher Award, which means that for 3 years running, she's been getting the better than expected results for biology. So she is very much a teacher who we can say, how do you do this? So I'm gonna put her on the spot for all of you and say, give us some instructional strategies that you utilize to get your students to do so well.
I think one of the things that works for me is I believe in that a lot of times you need direct instruction. They need to be taught the material. They've never had biology. They remember from life science in middle school, but they really don't remember. I feel like I need to teach it to them. I don't think you can just give them a book and read it. I think they need to be taught it. So I kind of do lecture, but my lecture is interactive, and I ask them questions and we talk about it. How does it relate to the real world? And things of that nature of making it like that. And we do lab activities. How does it relate to the real world like that? We use microscopes. We do labs with chemistry, looking at, we do genetics. We talk about Punnett squares and how does it relate to you? What's your probability of having this, and all kinds of really hands-on stuff. But after I teach it to them, I have to teach it to them first.
Polarity causes hydrogen bonds, which then will cause cohesion, adhesion, the high specific heat. The fact that the density of water is less than liquid water, that's why it floats. So it's all based on the fact that water is a polar molecule. Water is a polar molecule. So
how do you keep your finger on where your students are and whether or not they're really understanding this material?
Well, every day I do a question of the day. They have to answer the question. Usually it's review, what we did, and we always talk about it, and I always call on different people. I use popsicle sticks, so different people have to know, so it's random that when they get called on, so they don't have to, the same person's hand isn't always in the air. So I always rotate around who's getting called on. Even the quiet kid in the back gets called on, so I do that. I do spot checks, exit tickets with Post-it notes. That's kind of a reflection on what they do. They kind of put it on the wall over there as they leave. I love Post-it notes. So they write it on there, and they write their name on it, and I give them, high school's all about points, so I get little points for doing that, and I kind of look at it, and sometimes it's what do you not understand about what we're talking about now, if they don't want to ask the question, because sometimes they're too afraid to ask a question, because they'll think they're stupid, the other kids. So they ask the question on a Post-it note, and then I kind of the next day in class will say, well, this is a common thing that was brought up on the Post-it notes, and we talk about it.
So you talked about a lot, you've unpacked a lot. If we were to boil this all down, and teachers just needed 2 walk-away items, because many people will be watching this in their faculty meeting before they go off to their day. Maybe try and boil it down. If there's 2 takeaway items that you could give to other teachers to help them, what might that be?
I think holding the students accountable, I think that's huge. I think they need to be held accountable, and I think our students can rise to that. I think
I
have very high expectations, and they have met those expectations, and I tell them, you either are going to do it or you're not going to do it. I'm not going to take any less. You have to do it. And I always tell the kids, you're smart. You can do this. I think that positive affirmation for them, so that they rise to that. I don't know if they feel down on themselves. I'm everybody is smart. And I hate when they say I'm stupid or I'm dumb. I'm you are not stupid. You're not dumb. Everybody in here can do anything. You just have to put your mind to it. I think positivity goes a long way.
So high expectations and positivity. Justine, thank you.
You're welcome.